Today I'm making this video because some of my students and so many people want to learn about how to apply for a scholarship. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I'm an IELTS instructor, and twice I've secured a scholarship. I've studied abroad, and so many of my students have successfully achieved a scholarship. So today, the first thing that you should have for a scholarship is, for example, if you're applying for a common scholarship, then you should have at least 80% marks in that subject. If you have taken your exam, like Cambridge Eastwood exam or stuff, that's even better. But your score should not be less than 80%. But yes, if you have studied a subject which is more theoretical, a lower score can be acceptable. So first thing that I would like to tell you is that you should have as much high score as possible. For example, if you have taken exam and you live in a country where CGPA applies, then you should at least go for a 3.5 CGPA. Um, that's that's a common benchmark, but that's not compulsory if you have a lower score. But you can have some other achievements to show. You can show that. Number one. Number two, if the course or the scholarship requires IELTS, you should try to get at least a 7 band. The lowest band I've ever seen was 6.5. One of my students has gone to an Australian university, and he got a scholarship, and he has got a band 6.5. But the higher your band is, the more impressive your credentials will be. Moreover, if you have won a debate, a declamation, or a competition, please do mention it in your application. If you are running something which is relevant to your subject, for example, you're running a website or a part-time business, please mention it. Moreover, whenever you go for an application, ask someone to check it, because it should not have proofreading issues, or it should not have some basic issues, for example. And moreover, you should write your nationality properly, and write your contact numbers and your addresses in a very uh, what should I say, in a very responsible way. Now, the third thing that you need is the scholarship should be, it's better that you apply for a fully funded scholarship. If it is partially funded, then there's a problem, because you might not be able to pay the fees, and sometimes students go to other countries and they go for, they think that they'll be able to earn that money, but in the beginning, they're unable to raise that much cash which is needed to pay for their degree. A scholarship is a wonderful way through which a nation or a university or an examination body helps foreign students. If you take that opportunity, the first thing, you should be very thankful. Number two, you should be respectful, and number three, you should participate in different activities, or add some value to the classes. Participate in the discussions and join the boards in a very decent way, so that the people who have given you a scholarship, they should not be they are like they do not repent their decision that they have given, that they wasted their scholarship. So some scholarships require you to maintain at least 80% or 85% marks. Always be aware of them, because I've seen many people who are unable to maintain that percentage. Some scholarships which are offered are in just a few numbers, for example, just 6 or 7 scholarships, studentships, or the study programs. Do not apply for them until and unless your credentials, you're 100% sure. because they're sometimes not worth the effort. Some organizations give scholarships to just one or two people, then they decide randomly from the people in the university, from the university they're giving it, or from the country they are, where they're operating. So this is another a nice piece of information that, for example, if an organization is giving two scholarships and that is operating in the UK, then if you're applying from India, from Nepal, from Bangladesh, from Bhutan, they might not give it to you because they'll find a person from your nationality or from a deserving candidate from exactly from the country in which they are operating. So now let's repeat the things. Try for a higher IELTS band. If the scholarship is in the USA, then IELTS won't be the only requirement. They might require you to do TOEFL, and they might not accept IELTS, but do TOEFL in that case. If the scholarship requires GRE, that is worth the effort. Or any other exam, just take it. Just don't think again if you, because you're unable to pay for your degree, and a degree may be $50,000 to $200,000 benefit, and that will change your life. I've taken two scholarships until now, and I think they have changed my life. Personally, back then when I got those scholarships, I couldn't even afford their books. They taught me a lot. So I want the same for every student in this world. There are some good news is that there are some courses running in the universities that normally people do not opt for. For example, some subjects like philosophy, some subjects there's a subject called Islamic economics. Like if somebody offers a scholarship, not many people will be ready to go for that course. So if you hunt that course and if it's of some real value to you, I think you should. And if you don't have any other option, then you should actually go for some education, because getting some education is better than not having any. I see hecklers all over internet, especially on YouTube, selling you a wrong idea. And that wrong idea is that you should not go for a scholarship, rather you should do a job, a physical job, or take a skill. But these days, this world has gone super competitive. So through a scholarship, you might find a niche. I know a girl, she used to be my student 5 years ago, and she used to she went for film studies. Initially she was half interested, but later on when she went to France and got her scholarship, and got her degree, she actually became a professional. Now she's working for a leading advertising agency. Otherwise, for example, what else could she do? She could have been she could have been a graphic designer, maybe just an intern, or I'm in no way underestimating the creative powers that graphic designer has, but she has now a master's degree in film studies. So that's a great thing. That's actually an amazing thing. Whenever you fill up your scholarship, you should also express the intent to come back to your home country. And if you take a scholarship, there should be some utilization of that study in your home country, and you should exactly explain what is needed. There's something called SOP, statement of purpose. In some universities that's called statement of interest. You should wisely write it down, and you should be actually interested in the course. Whenever somebody gives you a scholarship, that's a big favor. They're paying for your arrival, they're giving you boarding, lodging, sometimes even paying for your daily expenses. So please, if you get a scholarship, always complete the course and always use it in some way, one way or another. For example, these days, like if you get a course in food technology, and then you should utilize it somewhere. Um, and if you are unable to, you get a scholarship but you're not really interested, then inform the people who are offering that scholarship with a big thank you note. That will help somebody, because they are in my opinion, or that's not actually my opinion, that's actually a fact, that 50% of the world around us does not have a good opportunity to learn. So please do not ruin somebody else's opportunity. Only apply in a few courses. Like if you're going for a scholarship, you should apply for 6 or 8. You should send 6 to 8 applications in some good universities, and after that you should wait. The responses will teach you a lot of things. Another thing is about references. You should. Everybody has some favorite teacher, and teachers are normally more than happy to fill up your, because as soon as you fill up their reference, they will send an email to you, to your referee, and if your referee does not fill it, you actually do not get the scholarship or even an admission. So sometimes 2 to 3 references are required. Your references should be genuine. If you're doing a tip from my side, like if you're doing a language course and you're doing, for example, IELTS or TOEFL or GRE, you should request your instructor to give your reference. You might need one non-academic reference. In that case, the person should be an office bearer. You should write complete information like their cell phone number, their home phone number. Sometimes their work phone number is required. You should clearly write their designation. The bigger the designation, the better it would be. If you are unable to find anyone, you just go to some PhD guys who know you, or who have been with you, or some senior students in your in the university where you studied, or they might help you. So, but it should be genuine in all cases. I think this video has gone too long. I'll come up with some more information. I will also teach you how to write a good statement of purpose or letter of interest. Until then, thank you so much. Goodbye.